All right. I just want to introduce you to our guest. I'll bring him. He's got a book out. It's called Dennis O'Brien. He's the author of this book called The Cries of Men, Voices of Jamaican Men Who Have Been Raped and Sexually Abused. He sent me the book a few weeks ago. I've never met this man before, but he was born in Jamaica and raped at age 14 by a neighbor who constantly sexually abused him. Currently, he's a graduate student in the master's program at Metropolitan College of New York. He's writing his thesis on male sexual abuse. And let's bring him in. Let's have a look. And then a conversation. Oh. Yeah, I don't know how to feel. Oh, and you brought a gift? Hi, honey.
Wow.
Yeah, put the gift right up over there.
Wow.
Look at you.
How you doing?
Yeah, that's clear. How are you, darling?
I'm doing quite fine.
Oh, it's very nice to have you here. Are you Kabbalah?
No, I'm not.
Okay, I see the red string. All right, let's talk about your book. So, how old are you now?
I'm 29 years old.
And your first name is O'Brien, or your first name is Dennis?
O'Brien Dennis. O'Brien.
O'Brien Dennis?
Yes.
Okay. O'Brien, you're 24?
29.
29.
Do you want to look at?
No, how old? You look like 49. God, you've lived a hard life. I would never have guessed that. Jeez, a lot of stress on you. So you were raped by the neighbor in Jamaica at 14. I was. And this neighbor was a family friend?
No.
Just somebody who lived next door?
He was a friend of my friend also.
Yeah.
He was my playmate cousin.
Your playmate's cousin?
Yes.
Are you a gay man? Okay, Wendy, don't ask dumb questions. Okay, I saw you sashay in. I didn't want to accuse you. Now, did your neighbor have anything to do with this? Your feelings towards other men, or did you have these feelings prior?
I don't think so.
You don't think that you had the feelings because you were 14.
Yes.
So 14-year-olds, are very in touch with their sexuality, but you like girls, and then you were raped and you were introduced to something
got married
new.
Also.
You almost got married. But now you are a full-fledged gay man.
I don't believe in having a definition.
Okay, so you're fluid with your sexuality.
Yes.
Okay.
How you doing?
I like you too.
I'm married and I don't play fluid. O'Brien. Okay, so O'Brien, does your mom know? Does your dad know? Does your family know?
My family knows.
Okay. Now it's always been said that in the Caribbean culture, being a homosexual is like the worst.
It is the worst. It's like the greatest sin that God could put on any man.
Yes.
But in the context of the book, it isn't about the homosexual realms of Jamaica. It's the farce that male sexual abuse exists there. But because of the tenets or the idea that it is a homosexual act, most men most times refuse to deal with it.
Most Jamaican men.
Yes. And as I come to the United States, I've realized that it's not a Jamaican issue. It's an American issue also. It's a global issue.
Yes.
Because masculinity, our social perception of what a man ought to be like,
yes,
strong, we should be defending our families. It's hard to say this has happened to us because why didn't we protect ourselves? Why didn't we fight the person off?
Got you.
So
okay, we're gonna have more conversation next break. So far, nobody's calling. Nobody wants to ask you anything. Just so that you know, I think that it's more out of fear. People just want to hear you talk, and then they want to go out and buy your book. Okay. That's my belief. There's a few people on the telephone who would like to speak with you. Everybody is asking that you please get closer to the microphone.
Okay, am I closer enough?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello, Al. Hi. Speak with O'Brien.
Okay, O'Brien Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm just calling to ask you if you know about the center, the gay center on 13th Street and Manhattan.
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay, because I do volunteer work there. So you're familiar with them?
Yes.
This is Advice Hour, Al. Where are we going with this?
Well, I just wanted to ask that question.
Oh, okay. I thought you wanted him to maybe appear there, in which case he could call you back.
Okay. No. Just wanted to ask that question, Wendy, and I love your show. Been listening to it for years.
Appreciate that.
Okay.
All right, Al. Take care. Sandra's on the telephone. She wants to speak to you, O'Brien. Sandra, speak to O'Brien.
Hi. I wanted to know, after his grandma found him and that neighbor guy, did the attack stop?
Yes, it did.
So how long was it continuing for up until that point?
I was sexually abused. It was not penetrative sex when I was 4 years old, and when I was 14, when I went back to live in the country, I got raped by my neighbor.
Okay, well, let's go back to when you were 4. Who was touching you inappropriately?
A neighbor.
A neighbor.
Yes.
A different neighbor.
Yes.
And did your mom or dad ever not believe you?
There wasn't a father figure around.
I was gonna say, and what'd your father do? Yeah. Do you have brothers, O'Brien?
Yes, I do, but I did live with them.
Are they gay?
No.
Do you have sisters?
Yes.
Is everybody accepting of you being gay?
They're comfortable with who I am. They may not support who I am, but they're very, very supportive of me.
Okay. All right. Hey, Sandra, thanks for calling. Empress wants to speak to you. Go ahead. Hi, Empress.
Hi, Wendy. I just had a question and a comment, basically. My question was, when did you realize that you were gay? And did this experience, this molestation, make you gay, you think?
To the best of my knowledge, there's no correlation between what happened to me in terms of the sexual abuse. It's just one of those things where the question you're trying to ask me, I don't know how to answer
You
it.
were always attracted to men, and molestation has nothing to do
I
with it.
have never. I've always, at one point that I got married when I was probably about 21, 22, thereabouts. And
well, that's usually to run from something that you think that you are.
I've made a conscious decision that I refuse to live by social codes to say that I am gay, I'm bi, I'm just who I am.
Okay, thank you, Emperor. All right, before we talk to Rita, if there's one thing that you can say to a Jamaican man or a young boy who happens to be gay, what advice would you give? Because what they could suffer is horrible, even death.
Well, the first advice I'll give is to own the reality that the abuse isn't your fault. You didn't ask that person to molest you, to touch you inappropriately, and at times you may find it uncomfortable to speak with your parents. Find a trusted person. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to a pastor or go in the church, because oddly enough, when you find refuge in the church, they may root you even more and persecute you more and allow you to feel more guilt. So I'm not saying going directly to the church, but find someone whom you can confide in. And that's when the healing process starts, when you start to accept your reality that the abuse was not your fault.
Somebody said on the text, dumb chunk chaser. Damn. What percentage of Jamaican men do you think are gay? Let's just lay out. All right, you got 10 Jamaican men in a room. What percent of them are gay, bi, or fluid, as you say, with their sexuality?
90%.
90%. 90%. So you're saying 9 of 10 Jamaican men standing in a room have gotten down or getting down or what?
Hey, homophobia is fueled by homosexual men or indeed banal of who they are.
Honey, the book is called The Cries of Men, Voices of Jamaican Men Who Have Been Raped and Sexually Abused. O'Brien Dennis is telling his story and also ethics. So you do a lot of talking in that book about homosexuality in Jamaica.
Yes.
And 99, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Child, get him security. Because you're going to need that going back to Flatbush Avenue.
I don't live in Flatbush.
Oh!
Hell no.
All right, everybody. Look, O'Brien, thank you so much. And thank you for the cupcakes. He brought us cupcakes from Lux Sugar Bakery.
Wow.
So, where's this bakery?
It's in Brooklyn.
I was going to try to trap him. It was on Flatbush Avenue.
Can I give a shout out to my classmates?
Yes, go ahead.
Hey, to all you guys, thank you so much for the support. I'll see you guys tonight. And I know all that excited, but love you guys.
They love you, too. Wow. How you doing?
Wow.
How you
I'm
doing?
gay.
Doing quite
I'm a
fine,
homo.
man.
I
And I
like
love you too.
guys.
How you doing?
How you doing?
Bye, O'Brien. Thank you so much. Everybody go out and get the book if you're